Have you ever scrolled through football Twitter and wondered if half the people there are living in an alternate universe? Not kidding. Some fan bases aren't just optimistic, they're hallucinating. They're the kind of people who see a referee's whistle and think it's a telephone ringing in their own head, calling them Champions League winners 2032. That's not fandom. That's delusion with a season ticket and free popcorn. Today, we're ranking the most delusional football fan bases on Earth. Not based on pure hatred, not based on who's loudest, but based on how unrealistic expectations and bizarre narratives consistently come out of their keyboards. Before we start, breathe slowly. If you support one of these clubs, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Let's begin. Chelsea fans have lived through the era of Roman Abramovich, and that's where the delusion blossomed. Because when you go from splashing hundreds of millions every window to spending random billions, without logic, the fans still think money equals trophies. Quick check. Signing 12 midfielders with zero chemistry doesn't equal success. In fact, on some social polls and online lists, Chelsea was labeled among the delusional fan bases because they genuinely believe their club will buy its way back to the top, even when logic says otherwise. Some online posts literally claim Chelsea supporters expect title wins every season. Regardless of squad coherence or tactics, Chelsea's spending spree became a meme, and the fans' belief that more signings equals guaranteed championships is peak unrealistic hope. It's the kind of thinking that belongs in a video game, not a football league. Now, Spurs fans are complicated. They are optimistic, but not because the club consistently delivers good football. They're hopeful despite historical data. Last season, Tottenham won the Europa League after a disastrous Premier League performance, finishing 17th, with the most defeats the club had seen since 1934 to 35. That gulf between a massive cup win and a truly terrible league campaign is Spurs in a nutshell. What makes their fan base delusional isn't blind optimism. It's the eternal belief that Spurs are always one transfer, one lucky bounce, one tactical tweak away from top dog status. Truth is, Spurs often behave like they're auditioning for big club energy without actually learning from years of inconsistency. Some Spurs supporters genuinely think Europa League glory automatically means Premier League dominance soon after, and that's a comedic level of oblivious hope. Liverpool fans are legendary in dedication, but sometimes they live in the past like a football museum. Even when the club faltered or lost key players, some supporters still talk as though they've never missed a beat since 1989. One Delusion Index survey pointed out that Liverpool fans are still ranked as among the more unrealistic fan bases, despite recent titles, because some supporters expect the highest possible achievements every season. This is the kind of fan base where a Carabao Cup run is instantly hyped as European push season, where losing in the knockout rounds is chalked up to referees, tactic misunderstandings, or not enough Klopp magic sauce. There's nothing wrong with passion, but when the narrative becomes we're the greatest team since sliced bread every single year, you drift into delusion territory. You gotta appreciate United fans. They've supported a global institution with billions of claimed followers around the world, even though true engagement is wildly overstated. But what makes some United supporters delusional isn't just the size of the fan base, it's the unwillingness to drop the Aurora Borealis level nostalgia goggles, win 3 matches in a row, instant world's best team slogans, lose 8 out of 10, still convinced the Ferguson era never ended in spirit. Some Manchester United fans act like the ref counts goals differently for them, especially when they remind everyone that in 1999, they did the treble. And yes, internet threads often roast United fans for this exact reason. Excessive nostalgia plus belief revival is always one hot takeaway. This is the fan base where historic success becomes present expectation, no matter the real squad strength. Barcelona fans are special. They are majestic in passion and rooted in a culture of greatness. But delusion? They have that in poetic quantities. Here's the thing. Barcelona has experienced incredible success, but in recent seasons, they've been a club trying to act like they're still on top of the world, while their budget sheet looks like a credit card bill from hell. On fan forums, you'll see supporters announcing Barca as the best team on earth, even after poor European campaigns, youth-only rebuilds, and inconsistent results, because legacy. Some fans cling to the idea that La Masia youth will save us any second, or that Barca are still on par with champions of Europe, ignoring the cold, hard facts of performance, finances, and tactical drift. That's not hope. That's living in a narrative that refuses to update itself. And here we are. The internet consistently ranks Arsenal supporters as some of the most delusional in world football. And I'm not making that up. A survey actually did. Why? Because Arsenal fans take hope and turn it into an entire emotional economy. You could be 15 points clear at Christmas, and by March you're still hearing, "This is our year." You could finish trophyless for 5 straight seasons, and they'll tell you it's artistic progress. They will blame refs, VAR, fixtures, weather, and seasonal air pressure before admitting their team just messed up. Even pundits and rival players have called them out for how quickly they elevate themselves to top team status after minor hot streaks. Whether it's overrating current form, ignoring cold, hard stats, or clinging to narratives instead of reality, Arsenal fans master the art of hopeful delusion better than anyone else. Being hopeful is fine, but when belief becomes a full emotional religion built on selective memory, you're not a fan anymore. You're living in a fiction. Make no mistake, every fan base has its loyal, sensible supporters. Not every Arsenal fan thinks they've already won the league at halftime. Not every Barcelona supporter ignores reality. But certain behaviors, patterns, social commentary, and online spikes in unrealistic expectations do make this a funnier, crazier part of football culture. Delusion isn't just belief. It's belief that refuses to update itself when the scoreboard disagrees. And where would football be without hope, nostalgia, hubris, and pure internet nonsense? Football is entertainment because fans care so much. So if you fall on this list, just remember this. You're not delusional, you're passionately overcommitted.